All right. Side 2.
Side 2 begins with Merkin for the Man, which, that's a little bit of a play on words, like working for the man. But, if you don't know what a Merkin is, you can look that up.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is it's kind of like a cross between the Cars and Devo. Music-wise. And then lyrically, it's basically making fun of Vince Neil. I don't know what else. Like,
it sort of was a mix between Motley Crue and Gene Simmons, because it was at the time that Gene Simmons had to sit on stage for a gig in like Rio de Janeiro, and the last thing I want to see is Gene Simmons's fat ass, cottage cheese ass hanging out of his goddamn leotard with that squirrel wig that he had on, So, and
at least Peter Criss just looks like an old lesbian now.
Yeah.
Like he let it just go. The other guys, not so much. R.I.P. Ace, I guess. Whatever. I'm not a Kiss fan.
And it definitely seemed like, if I was going to write it, there was a lot of like, I always hated the idea of like tribute bands and cover bands and like how, like, they were stealing the soul of these other bands, but somehow now some of those cover bands are actually better than like old cottage cheese ass.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite Kiss songs are covers, Melvin's cover and fucking Red House Painter's cover.
Oh, so, and the Replacements.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit. There's a wacky keyboard line to it. There's definitely,
there's a cowbell.
Yeah.
There's hand claps.
And that I've wrote some like joke songs before, but not a lot. I used to write more joke songs than I do now, but this was one that like brought it back. And I think two things happened. Once we started making it the Cars tune, you weren't into the song at all at first. You're like, this song's not finished,
Yeah.
And then there was a point where the Cars thing was happening. But when she finally heard the lyrics to it, and you heard, the dig on, that the only guy in the band...
the McMars?
Yeah. The only guy who plays in the band you treat like a jerk thing. You're like, this song's about Vince Neil, isn't it? And I'm like, well, I guess so, and I wasn't even guessing so. But it's awesome.
But we'd been making fun of Vince Neil for a while with his fucking chicken wing special.
Well, that was the thing. I wanted to title it the 72 Chicken Wing Special.
Right.
But then you came up with Merkin for the Man. And
it
was like...
Because I was thinking that Merkin for the Man could be like another way of saying like a toupee or a hairpiece.
Right, yeah.
Like Merkin, but for the man. So anyway, I feel like we really overthought such a stupid fucking song.
Yeah. But totally different, cool, like opening thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we move on. Did I ever tell you?
Mm-hmm.
So
which
this
is kind of a joke.
On myself.
On Steve, yeah.
Because it's pretty much, I wake up and I say, oh, did I tell you?
Yeah.
And usually when I say that, they've heard the story like 15 times before.
And also the title of the album is Don't I Know You From Somewhere, which is referencing something else and someone else who says that a lot. So there's a lot of just like, it's just inside jokes, which that's what every fucking band should have.
So this was another song where I just put my fingers in a different spot.
Not on the D.
Not on the D, but I don't know what it's on. And I tried to play weird configurations of how I was setting up on the guitar and, slashing at it a little bit and making like neat noises that wasn't specifically like, oh, what are you playing, Steve? It was like everyone had to listen and go, I have to play this to that, because I wasn't even sure what I was playing. And it's really cool. It has some very like drastic like karate chops to the music and some of the studio effects of the echo or reverb in between those things just sounds great, and that we could eliminate the like click things in between because I could never time it right. Nikki and you would be right on, and I would be goofing off. Lyrics, I kind of like the whole thing about meeting God. And,
More drugs, less guns.
yeah.
If anyone has Quaaludes, call me.
And if you do have Quaaludes, you'll probably still be awake at 3 a.m.
Yeah, which is the next song.
Yes.
Which is the last one that's from the EP. Which was kind of like, I feel like that was like the single, or you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a song that people were like, that's a good song.
Yeah.
When the EP came out. All the songs are good, but like, I think that's the one that really, really resonated with people.
And Mahoney had used previous in some of these other songs, the Mellotron, we have a micro Mellotron.
Uh-huh.
And the string section's cool. It kind of, again, this was like, I was so many just open chords and bar chords that, I didn't often mess around with, the F chord, but with the other strings open around it. And this kind of had a similar thing happen in part of the song from The Bed from Berlin, the Lou Reed record, that like if you listen in there, we even say, I kind of say a line that's similar in one of those in that song, and it kind of also has a weird Zeppelin feel to it, the chord change, I guess because of like just,
I could see that, like when it gets to the chorus. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a cool song. I really I like it. I like how it goes goes down, and it sounds great. Everything sounds good on it. I think we recorded it well. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I'm not mad at the drums on it.
Yeah, and I think with Zeppelin Fairies and all of that shit, I don't think you even really had come up with a drum part.
No.
Other than like 2 weeks before we recorded it.
Yeah, well, I mean, barely, and I was just like, I'm just going to play this, like, extended shuffle.
Right.
Like, and not fuck around.
So on the first EP, we were pretty...
Right.
We knew the songs really well.
Right.
And then the other 7 or 8 songs, or even more... some we knew well. One of the covers we knew well. Both of them probably by that time. But the other ones, we had a few solid and a few that you mostly came up with the drums pretty late, and they're awesome on here.
It works. So the next song is Lance and Bridget, which is about my dad and my dad. Same dad. My brother likes to say our dad and our mom, but not really. It's our dad, who was a cross-dresser, but like he didn't know we knew, and also we didn't at the time. We were like kids, I guess. Or actually, my brother didn't really know about this until I told him way later. And anyway, his alter ego, we'll call it that, I guess, Bridget, is a woman, I guess he wanted to be. So he used to paint her and draw her from like the 70s up until 2003, when he kind of stopped painting because he had a stroke. This is Steve wrote a song about it. And then he died, because Steve writes songs about people and then they die right after. True story. It's not that cut and dry, but one of his artworks of Bridget is the album cover. So you get
probably
that.
One of his last ones. It is.
Yeah, that Bridget, that was a 2003 Bridget. So yeah, that would be one of the last paintings he did of this version of himself, I guess. And one of his pieces of art's also on the back of the record. It's different. It's not like a figure of a woman, but a lot of the style is very pop art. So we went with that for the cover, and it doesn't say anything else on the cover except for what it said in the original painting, which is "How do you like me now, asshole?" I guess that could be the alternate title for the album.
Right.
Don't I Know You From Somewhere? How Do You Like Me Now, Asshole? We're just asking people questions. And man, that song's good. We got Broadway superstar Harris Milgram, aka my brother, to sing, to do some Mary Clayton stuff on there, which he recorded in a closet in Queens. And it's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great fun it was a good wordplay. The title of the song had something totally different to happen, and we pulled off some crazy, prank with this title and this song to begin with. But there was already this mindset of us writing a song about Lance.
Yeah.
And it came to fruition. Actually, Emily, a few Christmases ago, had given my wife and I, Tina, one of Lance's paintings, and it was Bridget down on Route 66. So some of those lyrics are in there, but by the time we had decided to make a record, that album cover art, just this painting in general, was like, I don't want to say his masterpiece, but it was like the one that was like, that would look great on an album cover.
Yeah.
And like I see it places now, and it's sticking out of the thing, and you only like see this part, and everyone sort of faces it up, and and anyone that I've shown it to, they're like, whoa, that's a great album cover.
Yeah.
It is cool looking. When I visited Lance the first time, he had probably 8 or 9 of them up in his room, and I very much felt that there was some, like Pettibone feel in some manner from what they said, and then also
Liechtenstein was his big one.
Yeah, for sure. But also songs about fucking.
Yeah.
There's something that was like, oh, there's something similar to this, and it works great.
Yeah.
With the album cover art.
Yeah.
It's a great song. Sounds cool. Good guitar work going back and forth with Harris too. We worked that together.
Oh yeah,
well.
that's right. And it's like it's nice and short too. Like I feel like it's like it gets a job done. It didn't need to be a longer song. It didn't need to be, And
then we sort of ended off with a cover of Candy Says. We've been doing Candy Says for about 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Why did we start doing it?
For that.
Oh, for that art thing where I stood on the $30,000 concrete sack or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
about
the fuck that was.
12 sacks of concrete in a hotel on Biscayne Boulevard that still had hourly rates.
Oh yeah.
I think we did the Lou Reed thing after that. And
we did do the Lou Reed thing after that.
So this was the start of that.
Oh, and that was the whole idea, because you and Nikki were playing, so I sang through the contact mic,
right,
like tin can thing,
right,
that I made to do that performance,
right,
because it was like was it like an Art Basel adjacent thing? So we wanted it to be like a little weird,
right.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and so some of the comments I've got is like, oh, well, you've made it your own, and of all, Kramer, who masters our records, like, oh, that's a nice version of Candy Says you have there.
Even though you have like this fucking idiot singing it, I'm singing that song, and I'm not the best singer, but I think what really works is the phrasing, which is what Fernie said too. Like how I just kind of like, because I don't sing it like the original.
Right.
And I don't sing it like how you sing it when we do it live. Because I when we decided we were going to record it and that I was going to sing it, I kind of like researched versions.
Right.
And the one that really, really like jumped out at me, again, I'm not saying I sing well like this person, but in terms of the phrasing, was Beth Gibbons doing a version of it live. And I just really, I thought the phrasing was so emotive that I was like, okay, I'm gonna sing it with like this cadence, and that worked.
For some reason, I feel this is the version that Candy would have liked the best.
Maybe.
It has like a little more sympathy to it.
Yeah, because I feel like
Or empathy. I never know what's the difference of those words.
Potato. No, I mean they are different, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Because I kind of feel like the original, even though it's supposed to be, it's almost like a little bit first person perspective. It's hard to feel it,
right?
Just because, I don't know. Still a great song, so I don't know. Maybe this just kind of, again, I think the phrasing, like I really, really, like Beth Gibbons' take on it really resonated with me. So there we go.
And I think also cool that another place where the mellotron shows up, and at the very end, Mahoney sort of plays a French horn sounding thing. Mm-hmm. Makes it, for better or worse, almost Beatlesque.
Yeah, and triumphant.
Yes.
Because I feel like this song is like, it's very like bittersweet. It's like melancholy, like if I could, whatever, and then we kind of take it into that, with the end, we are kind of like if I could walk away from me, we're like, okay, now we're walking away.
Right.
Like now we're going into that,
Yeah. I kind of Steve Droz too, from the Flaming Lips, when he'd play keyboard parts, that was like, oh yeah, that's like somewhere in between like symphonic and late 60s sounding music.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
There is a hidden track on this, which I love that there's a quote unquote hidden track, but it's on vinyl, so like you can see it. You know how you would get like the CDs with hidden tracks, but you couldn't see it,
right? Yeah.
And you'd just be like, it would like keep playing, and then it'd be like, you'd be tripping, and it's like 2 a.m., and then all of a sudden it's like after like 30 minutes of silence or something. So it is. What?
You say that, so the Zyreka record.
There you go.
My friend Rob Hall had like conjoined the whole thing, so we could listen to it ourselves. But he added weird shit on the end, like really weird shit, and he did personal ones for everyone.
Oh wow!
And like maybe an hour after the thing, or 45 minutes or whatever, it said, "Steve and Tina, wake up!"
Oh my god!
And like I would turn it off before that would ever happen, like, oh, there's nothing going on. And I'd leave the room, but occasionally it took me like a year before I got to the Steve and Tina wake up part.
So funny.
I think he had a lot of long stuff, but then there was a long space in between. Yeah. So yeah, so we have this hidden track that when at first I told Kramer we had a hidden track, I said, wait 30 seconds before it comes on. He goes, no one's ever going to listen to it if it's 30 seconds. He said 7 to 10 seconds, or they're going to take it off the record, And I wasn't so sure about that.
People leave it going. I mean, a side of a record finishes and I like walking around and forget and like.
Oh, I'll go overnight where it's still running on the end.
Whatever, Kramer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I couldn't convince him.
Anyway, it's there, but you can literally only hear it if you buy the record. It is not online. It is not digital. It is not. That's it. So deal with it. But if you are a South Florida musician or music scene or art scene or whatever scene person who has spent time in South Florida over the past 40 years, you will appreciate this track. Or we think you will. So, it's up to you.
Yeah. It's free.
It's free.
If you buy the rest of the record.
Yes. It is a bonus.
I think that's awesome. I think we're good.
Totally awesome. And I'm just going to say, we'll see if they put this out, but we did this for the Jitney.
Yeah.
Instead of writing a piece. Hopefully this will be transcribed, but if not, I don't know.
Awesome.
Cool.
Good night.
All right.